Does the fear of uncertainty blocking your career growth? Does this thought come to your mind? Life is going good. I know what I'm doing. My boss is good. I'm getting good performance rating. I'm getting, bonuses, and I get time to do what I want to do. If I aspire for these bigger roles, getting into aspire myself to become director or VP, if you're maybe individual contributor doing amazing principal architect and senior solution architect, and you might be thinking, if I get into this leadership role, there is so much uncertainty, there are a lot of things I don't know. Or if you're manager, you want to become director, or if you're director, you want to become VP, and there is always unknown. There is a fear of unknown, that what's going to happen. Maybe I can get it there, but can I survive there? There are so many different variables. There will be a power struggle, and there will be egoistic people coming in my way. I'll be given huge, humongous responsibility, and if I fail, I will fail big, and I'll have the sleepless nights. There will be a lot more stress. And then you might be seeing some people, in your upper management, they're always stressed out and working long hours and everything. And you might be wondering, like, I don't want that life. I'm happy where I am, and then maybe I have to work a lot and everything, but I know what I'm doing. I'm certain that I will succeed in delivering the projects. I will succeed in managing the team that I have, and do the projects. But if going to director, VP level, it's very uncertain. And is this thought stopping you? And unfortunately, this thought stops so many of my clients, even if they know internally, by their heart, they are so much capable of becoming director, so much capable of becoming VP, because they're seeing their other directors and VPs are like, similar to them. Many of them are their friends and colleagues. They have been sitting on the same bench on the classrooms of college and everything, and they're way ahead. And they see that it's not something magical they are doing. It's just they are there, and they are achieving a lot bigger success, and in title wise and so many wise. And they wonder, like, this fear of uncertainty is stopping me. And that is one of the big reason people come to me and tell me, when a one-on-one conversation, I was like, what is your biggest hurdle stopping you? You are telling me that you want to do big thing in life. You always had this dream of reaching high level, and in your heart you believe, and you have all these skills, and you know it is possible. So what is stopping? So this, what stops them is the fear of uncertainty. So let's talk about it. How do you get over this fear of uncertainty, and how our clients do it? First of all, a simple magic formula I'll share that works with everybody. When you are scared of something, ask yourself a question. What will happen? Exactly opposite will happen if I embrace that particular thing. So, for example, if the question comes to your mind that, oh, I'm going to face this uncertainty if I get into this director and VP position, will it work for me? Ask yourself a question. What kind of certainty you will get if you reach this director VP position? Just ask the opposite question. Are you getting it? If you say this director or VP position is going to bring certain uncertainty in my life, ask the exact opposite question. What is the certainty it's going to bring in my life? And there are tons of certainties. You'll be the boss. Come on. Like a lot of people will be reporting to you, and you don't have to do all the stressful job. You don't have to go on production support. You don't have to do the nitty gritty work that you've been doing years and years. And after years and years, you will have upper management's ear, and to help you, support you. You will have power, decision making power. You will have budget. All sort of things are going to happen. So you are going to have a certainty. And there are tons of other things. So ask yourself this question: how dealing with uncertainty is going to bring you dealing with how this uncertainty that you're facing, feeling, is actually bringing you certainty in future. That is one point. And realizing one another thing is this uncertainty that you're feeling is temporary. It's a temporary uncertainty. Your You can write down this sentence which has changed my life. Your success in your life, it depends on how much temporary uncertainty you can handle. I'll repeat again. Your success in your life depends on how much temporary uncertainty you can handle. And look at it. Once you label it as a temporary, You can start, it's easy for you to deal with it. And how it is temporary. What is uncertainty? Uncertainty is something that you don't know. Once you know, it's not it's not uncertain. Correct. So for example, if you go into this director VP title, and then you start working, you have help from me, our coaches and everything. And also you learn, you are a lifelong learner. You will learn. One time you will not know it, but next time you will know it. And once you know it, there is no uncertainty. That is the key here. Knowing that the uncertainty that you are seeing is a temporary phase. Eventually, it's going to get certain. And isn't that the story of your life? When you started your first job, you were not certain. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Will I succeed here? But after a few, maybe a few months or a few years, you were like certain. I know what to do. So it's a temporary thing. And same exact thing happens when people talk to me very first time, and we talk about like how about 45 minutes about their career, what is working in their career, what is not. And then I tell them the personalized strategy how to get there, and then I tell them about the program and all those things, right? And they say, Ravi, I'm not certain that this program will work for me. That is the uncertainty. Like they always have this thing. They say, Ravi, you are awesome, your clients are awesome, I see their success stories, I know, I have this potential inside me, but I don't know if this will work for me. And that is something stops them from taking action. And I'm lucky enough or fortunate enough to help some of them to bring our cross that bridge of fear. I can't do for everybody. Some are super fearful, and they choose to stay where you are, where they are. They are so much into pain that it's like going to doctor, and if your tooth is hurting so much, and doctor say, "Let me see, open your mouth," and they say, "No, it's hurting so much," then don't even open it. So I can't help those people. But there are people courageous enough to let me help them. I show them, and they embrace this uncertainty. They say, Ravi, I am, I trust you. I trust you and trust other people who have gone through this program. They have seen this, they have seen this success stories. And if you watch the success stories of our client, pretty much everybody says that, when I talk with Ravi, I was not sure, I was skeptical. Even after joining the program, I was, for a week or two, I was very not suspicious, uncertain about, will this work for me? But it worked. They get career sponsored, they become super confident in the meetings, they start getting bigger roles, they get dotted line relationship with their upper management. For many people, they get promotion, they get new job, they transition, and many of my clients are getting senior director, VP titles, and doubling their income even. Lots of stories, right? So the point of telling you is that if it all this happens because they see this uncertainty, will it work for me, in the light with the lenses of that this temporary. I'm going to feel that temporary uncertainty in this weeks of our program that they are. I'm going to have this uncertainty. I'm feeling that uncertain. I'm going to give this money to Ravi, and oh my God, will it work for me or not? They embrace that uncertainty, and that is where magic happens. And I'll give you another example to illustrate this point. Why, banks, you have two investment options, right? You have this, you can invest your money in CD, in the bank, certificate of deposits, or you can invest your money into stock. Now, which one historically has given bigger potential, bigger money? Stocks, right? If you take a long term, this year it has been a different story because of federal rates are so high. You're getting 5% on your certificate of deposit, and stock market is not doing good. But overall, invest into this certificate deposit, which is certain. You are guaranteed the interest rate. It's not high. It's good, but it's not great. If you really want, now if you look into stock market, for example, Nasdaq and our S&P 500 last 4 or 5 years, every year is given, they have been giving 30%, 40% returns. So if you want your um, salary to increase by 5%, 6%, certificate of deposit, it's certain, it's going to happen. Fine. But if you really want to get into 30%, 40%, or even higher, those kind of returns or this kind of increase in your income, but you have to embrace that uncertainty. There will be times when the stock market goes down, right? 30%, even 30%. So that is the uncertainty. But is it long lasting? No, it's for that time being, maybe that 1 year. And what happens next year? It comes up. Just look at the graph. It's like this. Tick, 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 tick. Same thing. So people who embrace this temporary, first of all, people who have that wisdom to notice that uncertainty is temporary, they can do something about it. They can deal immediately. Your thought process changes. And second thing, you have to embrace it. Everybody knows this, right? The stock market goes down and goes up most of the time, but not everybody can embrace that. They know this is the temporary, but they don't embrace that uh, uncertainty. Whenever I talk to people about the stock market and city, they always tell me, remember what happened in 2008? Of course it happened, but how many years it lasted? 1 year, right? It was the temporary uncertainty. So deal with that uncertainty, make that uncertainty, remind yourself the uncertainty that you're feeling, that you're facing, or you're perceived. And many times this uncertainty is perceived uncertainty. You just have to just get over it. So remind yourself, even if you are thinking, or even if you think that this uncertainty is real, know in your heart that it is uncertain. Sorry, it's a temporary. And if you take action, you can pass that bridge of fear. And this happens in your office too. You get big responsibility and everything. Tell yourself, this is the temporary thing. I'm going to learn. I'm going to get exposure to people. I'm going to get help. I'm going to talk to Ravi and figure it out how to do all those things. And it's a short amount of time. It's a temporary uncertainty. So do that. And then if you have this power, then see what magic can happen. See what magic can happen to your life. You can do amazingly. You becomes, that's what happens to our client, right? They realize this concept. And here's one interesting thing, but just by watching this presentation, you'll feel like, Ravi, okay, it's very inspirational and everything, but I still can't get over it. Very, very normal. And that's why we have this one-on-one coaching, and that's why we have group coaching. I talk to client, and Lisa, Michelle, Allison, they talk to our client one-on-one and really go through their psychic. What's the thought process here? What's the mindset? And we create this mindset transformation. And that's the way we help people to realize that whatever they are thinking about, whatever they are thinking that is the tiger of uncertainty, it's not a really tiger, it's a paper tiger. And then only they can overcome it. So you can do that. You have the choice to do that too by taking expert help, mentorship, and one-on-one conversation with me or coaches. So do that. If you invest your time, energy, and money into yourself of transforming this thinking, of transforming this mindset, amazing great results are possible for you, because you have that inside you, don't you? If you're feeling, this is not for people who are like happy-go-lucky, and that's fine too. There are many people, they're living life wonderfully. But if you have that pain of that ambitious mind, if you think that there is something big in my life I want to do, I have a lot more potential, and I'm designed or I'm born to do big things, but this fear of uncertainty is stopping, just tell yourself it is temporary. And watch my webinar. The 5 steps to high position, the leaderinsideyou.com/free training, and set up call with me. I'm a very nice person. If you're watching this presentation, I think you will agree to me. And I take a really proud of it. Like, it's fun to talk. I'm basically a nice person to talk, and you will enjoy talking with me or one of my coaches. Like, they are some. I now started feeling that they are way better than me, and the people are loving them. And because I see here them in group call, oh, Alison said this and she changed my mindset like this, Michelle said this, Lisa said this. And it's thrilling to see that how this one-on-one coaching is transforming minds of our coaches. It can do that too, but you got to do your part by watching the webinar and setting up the call. And then I'm looking forward to talking with you. This is Ravi, wishing you happiness and success. Bye.